Shipments might be delayed. I'm Lisa Brady, Fox News. The State Department confirming the U.S. is reviewing other weapons packages to Israel after pausing one shipment of bombs over concern about a possible large-scale offensive in the southern Gaza city of Rafah. The U.S. has urged against a major offensive without specifying possible consequences.
I'm just not going to speak to what actions we might take in the future. We make these assessments day by day based on what is happening on the ground and make our appropriate policy determinations based on those facts.
State Department spokesman Matthew Miller, Tal Heinrich, a spokesperson for Israel's prime minister, telling Fox News,
"We don't have to agree on every small detail with our best friends in Washington, but we have ways of conveying such messages, holding these discussions, and they're not in the public eye."
Israel is still vowing total victory over Hamas, a ceasefire and hostage talks continue in Cairo. George Washington University says pro-Palestinian protesters had been warned to stop a nearly 2-week-old illegal encampment before police moved in and cleared them off campus early today, using pepper spray in some cases, making more than 30 arrests. President Biden takes his economic agenda back on the road.
It's only just beginning. We're seeing a great American comeback story all across Wisconsin, and quite frankly, the entire country.
Heading next to Chicago as Vice President Harris campaigns in Pennsylvania, focusing on abortion rights. 3 tornadoes confirmed in Michigan, where Governor Gretchen Whitmer has been getting a first-hand look at damage near Kalamazoo and saying she feels lucky there were no fatalities.
The most inspiring thing is seeing fellow neighbors help one another, listening to the sheriff tell me stories about families that were actually inside homes that were moved off their foundations.
The storms that pounded the central U.S. yesterday, killing at least one person in Tennessee when a tree toppled onto a car. America is listening to Fox News.
Hey guys, don't be that dad without life insurance. Well, thanks to Ethos, you can be that great dad with life insurance to help keep his family living exactly like they do now, secure and protected in the event of the unexpected. With a fast and easy online experience, some policies as low as $1 a day and up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Just a few health questions. Ethos makes getting life insurance protection hassle-free. E for easy, E for Ethos at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com.
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I learned about atrial fibrillation the hard way. My symptoms would come and go. Shortness of breath, fatigue. I kept going. Then I got so lightheaded, I couldn't. My doctor said I have AFib, so I'm about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Other symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain can come and go, but the risk of stroke stays. If you have symptoms, tell a doctor. Visit notimetowait.com.
Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
New evidence suggests a Minnesota doctor accused of killing his wife may have lied about the status on a dating app before her death.
Connor Bowman, an ex-Mayo Clinic doctor, awaits trial for murdering his pharmacist wife, Betty. She died last August after ingesting a drug, colchicine, used to treat gout. Findings from a search warrant reveal Bowman may have been talking to women on Bumble, a dating app, telling them he was a widower at least days before his wife's death. Investigators are hoping to get those conversations from Bumble. It was also reported Bowman tried to keep an autopsy on his wife from being performed.
Fox's Gernal Scott. Bowman's held on a $2 million bond due in court next month. The mother of 2 Australian surfers murdered in Mexico has a message.
Our hearts are broken, and the world has become a darker place for us.
Deborah Robinson's sons, Callum and Jake, and American friend Jack Carter Rode were killed by car thieves, police say, in Baja, California, across the border from San Diego, somewhere around April 28th or 29th. Their killers dumped the bodies of the men into a well about 4 miles away from the attack, a beachside campsite in a remote area. Prosecutors have identified 3 people as potential suspects. The Australian's mom spoke on a beach in San Diego.
Please, live bigger, shine brighter, and love harder in their memory.
Chris Foster, Fox News.
The investigators have said a 4th body was also found in that well, but had been there longer. Green energy hits a record in a new report from London-based think tank Ember, finding 30% of global electricity was generated from renewables last year. Solar power the main factor, with most of the new solar generation coming from the U.S., China, EU, and Brazil, though 60% of China's electricity generation came from coal. I'm Lisa Brady, Fox News.
You're Good afternoon. I'm Andrea Drake with your local and regional news from the Sierra Radio Network newsroom. Here's what's happening. An extensive repaving project is coming to State Route 70 from Kronberg through Portola, set to span 3 seasons beginning this June. Caltrans is inviting you to attend an open house held in Portola to learn what impacts you can expect on your commute. The project aims to enhance road safety and improve the drivability of the deteriorating roadway. Surveyors have determined that less than 10% of the existing pavement is in good condition, and maintenance measures are no longer cost-effective. The project will also seek to enhance drainage, as officials state current culverts are undersized, leading to frequent flooding. The newly rehabilitated roadway is expected to improve the stretch of highway for the next 20 years. You can attend that informational open house on the Kronberg Combined Project on Wednesday, May 29th, from 4 to 6 p.m. in the Portola Library. And it's that time. The Lassen County Fair is looking for your nominations to honor the community's finest with the Grand Marshal and Old Timer of the Year Award. The Grand Marshal Award is a century-old tradition celebrating individuals who have made significant contributions to the community. Nominees are evaluated based on their impact on the quality of life in Lassen through civic and or social services, humanitarianism, or personal achievements in areas such as the arts and sports. The award also honors those who have brought distinction to Lassen County through achievements elsewhere. Nominees must be current or long-term past residents of the county. The Old Timer of the Year Award does recognize kindness and service within the community. Nominees must be at least 60 years old and have lived in Lassen County for the last 10 years. This award honors seniors who have demonstrated exceptional volunteerism, leadership, teaching, mentoring, or advocacy of others. The award is based on dedication, commitment, and the positive impact they have had on those they serve. The winners must be willing to act as the Old Timer and Grand Marshal and attend the Lassen County Fair Parade held July 20th. Grand Marshal nominations are due to the fair office by next Monday, May 13th, while your nominations for Old Timer of the Year must be submitted by June 7th. The Lassen County Fair will be running July 17th to the 21st. And it will be a grand opening and ribbon-cutting celebration for Loyalton's newest medical clinic. I'll have more details on this story coming up and more local news on 93 JDX 1240 KSUE.
Hospitals are always there, ready to care. Each year, America's hospitals provide care to all who need it. According to the American Hospital Association, hospitals provide care to 137 million people and employ 6 million. In these unprecedented times, hospitals and health systems exhibit compassion, courage, and commitment to serving patients and communities. We are proud of our Banner Lassen Medical Center and Banner Health Clinic team for their commitment to our community and mission of making healthcare easier so life can be better. Thank you for all you do. Happy Hospital and Nurses Week.
How do you give hope to a child in the foster care system? It starts with your heart. That tug you feel on yours when you hear that children are waiting for a stable, loving voice to speak up for their best interests. And then it becomes your time. What started out as a feeling that maybe you could make a difference becomes the difference. Change a child's story. There is a child waiting for a volunteer like you. Learn how you can help at casaforchildren.org.
Carlson's Tire Pros makes buying tires simpler. They offer a straightforward approach to tire and auto service that includes nationwide warranties, expert advice, and a great selection of Michelin tires. No matter what you drive or where you have driven, Michelin has a tire to fit any need. Visit in-store in Susanville or online at carlsonstirepros.com. Tire Pros. Love the drive.
She's been there for every victory and every failure, lifting you up and doing it with love. Mom's special day is right around the corner, and Millwood Florist knows how to make her day extraordinary. From breathtaking bouquets, jewelry, purses, nursery plants, and delectable homemade truffles, Millwood Florist has your amazing for your amazing mom. Discover the magic that is Millwood. Millwood Florist and Nursery. Online at millwoodfloristandnursery.com.
We are blessed to live in our beautiful Susanville area. We're also lucky to have a locally owned supermarket dedicated to community with service you know and trust. Susanville Supermarket IGA. Fresh cut meats and vegetables and quality IGA products that help you save even more.
Happy Mother's Day from your hometown IGA. Fresh strawberries, $1.99 a 1-pound package. Navel oranges, 99 cents a pound. Chocolate dipped strawberries, $2.99. USDA Choice Filet Mignon, $16.97 a pound. Lean pork baby back ribs, $4.97 a pound. Beef top sirloin steaks, $5.97 a pound in the family pack. Cheetos or Fritos chips, selected varieties, $3.69 a bag. And Happy Mom raspberry seltzers, $16.99 a 12-pack plus CRV.
Now offering Instacart. Shopping has never been easier at your hometown IGA. Sign up, shop, check out, and delivered. 7 days a week on Grant Avenue and SusanvilleSupermarket.com. Like them on Facebook. Susanville Supermarket IGA, your hometown proud supermarket.
Looking for an affordable way to hit the road in style? Sierra Central Credit Union has got you covered with our amazing rates and flexible repayment terms on auto loans. Get behind the wheel of your dream car and enjoy the freedom of the open road without breaking the bank. Visit SierraCentral.com for auto loan rates and to apply. Experience a stress-free ride to your next destination. Apply today for a Sierra Central Credit Union auto loan.
1211 local news on 93 JDX 1240 KSUE. Eastern Plumas Healthcare is celebrating the grand opening of its new location in Loyalton's medical clinic. And you're invited to join them in celebrating May 15th from 1 to 2 p.m. at 701 Main Street. The event will include tours of the new facility, prizes from Sierra Valley Home Center, and free lunch vouchers and snack packs to first come, first serve from local merchants. Doug McCoy, CEO of Eastern Plumas Healthcare, emphasized that the new clinic demonstrates their commitment to providing accessible, high-quality healthcare services in Sierra and Plumas counties. The clinic will offer primary care services such as adult and pediatric care, women's health, hearing and vision screening, and sports medicine. The new Loyalton Medical Clinic is poised to be a vital resource for the community, enhancing local healthcare accessibility and quality. Hunters are being warned. The California Department of Fish and Wildlife says for the first time they have confirmation that chronic wasting disease has reached the state. A common disease found in deer, which occurs in over half of the U.S., is a fatal disease that affects the brain, spinal cord, and other tissues of deer, elk, and moose. The California Department of Fish and Wildlife received confirmation Monday that samples collected from 2 deer, one in Madera County near Yosemite Lakes and the other in Inyo County near Bishop. The department believes the disease has been present within the state for some time, as the incubation period can be months to years, but has been proactive in monitoring California elk and deer populations for the disease since 2000 and increasing their surveillance efforts with the help of hunters and taxidermists and meat processors since 2018. Officials say there appears to be no link to the disease transferring to humans through consumption, but the CDC and World Health Organization have regulations in place to prevent the disease from entering food products. Thus, hunters are continuing to be cautioned to watch for signs of the disease and to limit the spread. The CDFW's No Time to Waste campaign aims to provide education and resources on the disease. Hunters can assist in these efforts by voluntarily participating in CDFW statewide disease surveillance and sampling efforts and encourage other hunters to participate. If you see a sick deer or elk, you are asked to report that to CDFW's Wildlife Mortality Reporting page. And that is what's happening today from your only local news radio, keeping you informed and connected to your communities throughout Lassen, Plumas, and Sierra counties.
Northeast California weather.
And at 12:14, here's a look at your 3-day northeastern California weather, currently sitting at about 52 degrees outside the Sierra Radio Network studios. We are going to see highs peak right around 61 today. Winds are already gusting, but they are expected to top at 25 miles per hour. Overnight, we'll see clear skies, lows down to about 37. Tomorrow, a round of sunshine and a warm-up, highs back into the lower 70s. Winds still persisting, gusting up to 25 miles per hour. Overnight lows warming up to about 43. And another warm up for your Friday. Sunshine, highs near 76. And that warming trend continues into your weekend. All your weather updates are heard right here throughout your day, as well as while you're on the go through our app, Sierra Daily News. And also found on our website, SierraDailyNews.com, our obituaries provided by Fink's Funeral Home. Here is today's announcement. Robert Bob Poteet, a long-time resident of Susanville, passed away on May 5th. He leaves behind his daughters, Jeannie and Stephanie, and 11 grandchildren and several great-grandchildren. Services for Bob have not been announced. However, you can learn more about the life of Bob by visiting Sierra Daily News. That will wrap up your Wednesday noon news updates. Of course, we'll have more local news coming up again for you on Live at 5 with your hosts Amanda and Aaron. And both of them are going to be welcoming Jenny Hoffman with all the details about the upcoming Casa Gala. You do not want to miss those details, so make sure you're tuning right back here starting at 5. From the Sierra Radio Network Newsroom, I'm Andrea Drake. Thanks for joining me with your news at noon. Stick around. Your checkup on health is next. Then more of Sierra's Best Country on 93 JDX and Fox Across America. Jimmy Fela on 1240 KSUE.
Are you dealing with blood sugar issues that make you feel sluggish after meals or have low energy in general? Do you crave sweets and junk food? Have you been told that you are pre-diabetic or at risk of developing diabetes? It is important to learn all you can about healthy lifestyles to prevent this disease or manage it well. Northeastern Rural Health Clinic offers a free diabetes class. We meet every third Tuesday each month from 2 to 4 p.m. We discuss all issues and challenges of living well with diabetes or preventing it. Everyone interested in learning about diabetes is welcome. This month we are meeting on Tuesday, May 21st at 2 p.m. We will have a guest speaker provider, Tanya Villers, F&P, discussing the role of medications to help control blood sugars and how they work. If you have questions, call health educator Debbie Jones at 251-5000. That's 251-5000, or just show up on May 21st at 2 p.m. Hope to see you there. A service of Northeastern Rural Health Clinic, where quality health care is your choice and our commitment.
Check up on health with Chris Whitting.
If you're a parent, do you know what to do in the event of accidental poisoning? Here's Dr. Marcy White, medical advisor of Safe Kids Worldwide.
The poison help number, that's 1-800-222-1222. We encourage parents to store this number in their phones, to post it visibly at home so that other caregivers can find it. So if a parent or caregiver feels that a child has gotten into something, they should call the poison help number. We have more drug sales of prescription and over-the-counter medications, and as this number of prescription and over-the-counter medications and vitamins and supplements continue to rise in the United States, we need to be more vigilant and practicing these behaviors much more often from day one.
Again, the poison help number is 1-800-222-1222. With Checkup on Health, I'm Chris Whitting.
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I learned about atrial fibrillation the hard way. My symptoms would come and go. Shortness of breath, fatigue. I kept going. Then I got so lightheaded, I couldn't. My doctor said I have AFib, so I'm about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Other symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain can come and go, but the risk of stroke stays. If you have symptoms, tell a doctor. Visit NoTimeToWait.com.
Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Without the ones like you, who work tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. Hospitals, factories, schools, and power plants, they all depend on you. No matter the weather, emergency, or time of day, you're the ones who get it done. At Grainger, we're here for you with professional-grade industrial supplies. Count on real-time product availability and fast delivery. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Don't worry, we got you covered. More of Fox Across America coming up on KSUE Susanville.
That boy's a genius.
So they're bringing it just to try and weaken him any way they can. That's all this is. It's all it is. It's all you're watching. Okay, Stormy Daniels on the stand saying the things she says and drawing a rebuke from MSNBC. Let me give you Harry Littman at MSNBC. I'm not playing you Fox stuff because I don't want anyone listening to go, oh, yeah, of course. Oh, the Fox guy said the prosecution was bad. No, forget the Fox guys. The whole country, we're in a moment, a very rare moment of consensus. And believe me, the people agreeing don't want to agree. They hate Trump. That is the business model. Okay, it's the #1 sexual search on YouTube in the Upper West Side of Manhattan. is like, if you go on to YouPorn, it's not like hot mom, naughty nurse.
Hubba.
No, ma'am. The number one search is get Trump. And they're like, oh, gosh, I need a cigarette. Get Trump. I can't even hold it together. Okay, they hate him. Okay, but